now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Many students and parents at Rhinelander High School are upset this week over a situation involving inappropriate photos. But so far, details have been hard to come by. News Watch 12's Kyle Pazorski tells us what we know so far.
Justin, students claim a male classmate at the high school has taken over 6,000 inappropriate photos of fellow students, but in their opinion has not been appropriately punished. Yesterday, about 30 students staged a walkout at Rhinelander High, claiming they feel unsafe and that the administration should be doing more to protect them. In an email sent to Newswatch 12 and signed by the walkout students, they say, "We feel violated. We feel unsafe. We are unsafe." Junior at RHS, Marshall Sheltis, had this to say at yesterday's walkout about claims and rumors surrounding the incident.
There's been said about 6,000 pictures on his phone at a point in time. As we've been hearing, there hasn't been any, so we don't know if he still has them in possession or not. But basically, he's going around just basically going upskirt pictures and many other things with it that were very sexualized.
Students also planned for a larger protest for this afternoon, but at the planned time, no students were to be found. We've left several calls for School District of Rhinelander and Rhinelander High School officials trying to learn more, but so far they have not responded. And we don't even know what exactly these photos that the students say this person took look like. Are they illegal or simply inappropriate? We don't know, but right now this story is not going away. We'll keep you posted as we learn more. In the studio, Kyle Pazorski, Newswatch 12.
Well, the American Civil Liberties Union is asking the Oneida County Jail to overturn a ban on mailed letters to inmates. According to a news release from the ACLU, the jail has not allowed inmates to receive any personal correspondence. The group claims the policy forces those who are in the facility into further isolation, making it difficult to maintain relationships with those on the outside. News Watch 12 requested comment from Oneida County jail officials this morning, but they have not yet gotten back to us. All right, outside, Jeff, it felt a lot cooler than it has today.
Yep, highs in the 70s and 40s across the area today, low 50s across parts of central Wisconsin, but that's not where we are now. Look at these temperatures currently. It's 33 in Rhinelander, 28 for Tomahawk, 26 Manchwish Waters. It's cold out there, and we're just getting started. A couple of us could end up in the low to mid 20s for low temperatures tonight because the clouds we thought would get here sooner are getting here later. There are some clouds across the area now, but not too many. The rain we had last night is over here in parts of Michigan. There is some lake effect rain showers near Marquette right now. Those with that wind trajectory will stay over there. For us, though, we're looking west, and the clouds will increase tonight, courtesy of that system right there. That is moving in our direction. So we'll have increasing clouds tonight and clouds throughout the day tomorrow as well, with high temperatures back in the 40s. Our forecast tonight then is increasing clouds with cold low temperatures down near 30. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin?
A little chilly out there. Thanks, Jeff. A conservancy group has bought 70,000 acres of northern Wisconsin forest. Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports Virginia-based group called the Conservation Fund announced that purchase yesterday. No sale price listed. The land is known as the Pelican River Forest, includes 16 parcels, mostly in Oneida County. The Conservation Fund says it aims to protect wildlife habitat while also continuing sustainable timber harvesting and recreational uses, things like hunting and fishing. Wisconsin's unemployment rate remained at 3.9% in new numbers released today by the Department of Workforce Development. That's the same rate it has been for 6 straight months. It's also about 1% better than the national average. National first-time unemployment numbers fell by 6,000 last week to 290,000. That's the fewest to apply for first-time benefits since really the beginning of the pandemic, March of last year. However, the report also shows hiring has slowed over the last few months, despite the record number of open jobs on the market. Mixed day on Wall Street. The Dow fell about 6 points to close at 35,603, while the Nasdaq rose about 0.6%, and the S&P 500 hit a new all-time high. The number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin each day continues to fall. Today, DHS reports just over 2,100 new cases. That drops our daily average for the last week to 1,869. Meanwhile, DHS reports 19 new deaths, keeping our daily average right around 11. And for the first time in about 4 months, the number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in Wisconsin is finally dropping. DHS reports still, though, about 1,000 people in the state are in the hospital right now with COVID-19. Tonight, a CDC panel has approved COVID-19 vaccine booster shots for some people with both the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. But the recent flurry of approvals and qualifications has many people a little confused. Do you need a shot? Are the vaccines working? Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel spoke to state health officials today and has answers.
The intent of the vaccinations is not to prevent you from getting the disease. It's to prevent serious infection, hospitalization, and death.
Mixed messaging and plenty of conspiracy theories turned an achievement of modern medicine into a politicized mess. One medical professionals are racing to clean up as hospital beds continue overflowing.
So think of it as part of a series, like you would see with just like in a lot of other vaccinations that you may have had as a child or even as an adult, such as tetanus, diphtheria, measles, mumps, rubella.
Vaccines don't work quite like people think. There's rarely a one-and-done approach. Vaccines you only get once are usually for diseases that are very rare, have largely been eradicated, or are given just before you head to a location where you might be exposed. Immunity isn't a forever thing. Our bodies just don't work that way. Instead, the booster helps keep COVID at the top of your immune system's most wanted list, which means people most at risk of infection need it first.
For anybody over the age of 65, because we have seen that as you get older, your natural immunity and your immune system starts to weaken a little bit. Those with chronic medical conditions, or those that may have what we say immunocompromised or weakened immune systems.
Most people won't need a booster shot yet, but Dr. Walters says some otherwise healthy people should consider getting another shot.
If you are in a work environment that puts you at risk, or a living environment that puts you at risk, it's also recommended that you get a booster shot.
For Newswatch 12, I'm Cooper Henkel.
A nurse practitioner from Grafton, Wisconsin, just north of Milwaukee, is hoping he can convince people to get vaccinated through his Halloween decorations. Kevin Jacoby has 9 skeletons in purple masks on his lawn, many of them, as you see, holding giant syringes. You can also see a big coronavirus ball. I'm not sure how this is actually supposed to make more people trusting in the vaccine, but he says that is his goal, adding, quote, "We need to save lives. It's gone on too long." There's that COVID ball. Throughout the pandemic, more people have decided to make the Northwoods their home full time. But in the 2020 census, the village of Catawba saw their population decline for the 8th straight time. And some people there are worried there really isn't much future left for their beloved home. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
It's very different.
Beverly Brayton grew up in Catawba, Wisconsin. If you haven't heard of this little village, it's in western Price County. Beverly is often nostalgic about what Catawba used to be.
There were more stores, more businesses.
Beverly grew up on a farm and went to school practically next door. She left the area for college and her career. When she retired in 2003, she came back to Catawba. Beverly says the only thing that's still the same are the churches. Restaurants, stores, or other businesses are a thing of the past. And with no public transportation available, Catawba residents have to travel out of the area for necessities.
There's no dentist, there's no grocery stores, so they need to go to Phillips, to Prentice, to Hawkins, to Ladysmith for a lot of their store items.
Around 100 people live in Catawba and most are in retirement. Pam Retzloff is one of the few exceptions. She makes the 20-mile commute to Phillips for work. She's noticed Catawba's steady decline.
There's no industry there, there's no jobs, no school, no store. it just slowly dwindled, I think, one business at a time.
And every new closure means less opportunity for younger people.
It makes me feel sad, because it is a great community to raise your children in. It's a great area.
A great area, but a dwindling community.
I would love to be able to have the students going to school in the building that is just up the road, just a little bit. And I would love to have more grocery stores, more businesses, and more gatherings of people.
But for the people still there, Catawba was and always will be home.
They remain here. This is their home. This is how they feel comfortable. And so they're doing fine.
It's Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson reporting. Outside these days, it feels like the seasons have sure changed in a hurry. Will it warm back up at all? Jeff's in with the answers in your full forecast. Next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander and Plover.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the North Woods. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help with all of your service needs. Whether you are looking for a new or used vehicle or need to get your current ride back on the road, stop into Big Valley Ford in Ewan, Michigan, and experience the Big Valley difference.
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home, where we're continually inspired to make it our own, where the perfect wall mounting can lift your spirits, and that once hidden path to your door is now illuminated with intrigue to lead you inside. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting is another way to put your personal style on display. Smart, sophisticated, radiant, just like you. We have hundreds of options to make your home and your world shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Edge. With all new Sync 4A with a 12-inch touchscreen and available enhanced active park assist, it's built to make life easier. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Edge. Drive one today. Now, choose FlexBuy on Ford Edge and get 0% APR financing for 66 months plus $500 cash only at your local Ford dealer.
At Save More Marketplace, our expansive produce section features a large organic selection of the freshest fruits and vegetables. Get ready to fire up your grill with the finest cuts of Black Angus beef, USDA Prime, Wagyu ribeye, over 15 varieties of brats made in-house, and so much more. Our Scratch Bakery has fresh breads and custom cakes and design specialties for any occasion. Our deli has a great selection of meats, cheeses, and quick and easy meals. And with Save More on the go, we bring the freshness to you.
Last year today we had some snow on the ground. Today we had morning clouds, gave way to lots of afternoon sunshine, and temperatures still like sun this time of year, with highs generally back up in the 40s to 50s across the area. But that's not where we're at right now. If you've been outside, go stick your toe out there. It's a bit cool. Look at these temperatures right now. 33 in Rhinelander, 28 for Eagle River, 26 Manchwish Waters, 37 for Mosen East. So we're just getting started here. We got some clear skies across the area now. Radiational cooling, no wind. That's going to give us some temperatures for a few of you along the UP border tonight. Could get down into the low to mid 20s for lows, as we are the cool kids across the area now. From Wisconsin back off to Minnesota and the Dakotas. Lots of cold air to go around, and the core of this will sit over us tomorrow. So here we are tomorrow, the core of the cold air kind of over the Great Lakes. Notice what happens on Saturday, though. It's still right over us on Saturday, maybe shifting east just a little bit, right? But then we're going to build some heat back across the Midwest early next week, and we'll get a piece of this basically on Tuesday into Wednesday, but that's going to be short-lived as we have more cooler air behind that. A very typical fall pattern out there right now. In fact, here's that trend. 45 tomorrow, 46 for Saturday, 48 Sunday. The average high temperature is 53. We'll be below that and through probably Monday. And then right right back up to 54, 55, 56 or so Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And it looks like this trend could linger for a few days, maybe into next weekend. So we'll see. That's still several days away. Okay, so on Monday, I stood right here and I talked to you about what a La Nina winter means, right? So we have now a La Nina in the Pacific Ocean. That's a cooling of these waters over there. That generally creates high pressure, pushes the jet stream north into Alaska, and then brings it down across the Great Lakes. So whenever you get a trough like this, you get storms to form right across there. So today, the Weather Service came out with their long-range forecast, or the winter outlook, and it has us above average in temperatures. This is for the winter months, and also above average in terms of precipitation across the area as well. When you get that trough in there across the Great Lakes, you get storms to form right in here. So this could actually mean some rainy spells over the winter. We'll see, with temperatures above average. But well, again, that's still ways away, right? Out there today, though, we had lots of clear skies for several hours, but then there are more clouds kind of rolling in right now. And what we're watching, though, is off to the west, this thing here. It's not a low, it's not really a front, it's not really anything but cloud cover across the Dakotas right now. That is going to move our way. It's bebopping along, too, pretty quickly. It'll be here by tomorrow morning, basically keeping us cloudy throughout the day tomorrow, and probably lasting through in the weekend as well. So our forecast then for tonight, though, is increasing clouds, a hard freeze, low temperatures down near 26 to 30 for lows tonight, with the calm wind already out there currently. For tomorrow, it's Friday. All right, so lots of clouds around tomorrow. Again, it's going to be a bit cold. The average high temperature is 53. We're not going to do that tomorrow. Highs near 45 with the northwest breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows we're dry tomorrow, and for Saturday and Sunday, a nice looking weekend, but a cool one before we get some more rain showers in here on Monday. Justin?
All right, thank you, Jeff. High school volleyball and soccer playoffs are now underway. We'll have highlights from across the region next in sports.
This weekend only, you get our best discount of the whole year. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. And everyone gets an extra 30% off our already low Slumberland prices. Shop Saturday and Sunday, only at Slumberland Furniture.
You got her?
I got her.
I'm getting us McDonald's.
Enjoy a sausage McMuffin with egg or a sausage burrito and pair it with a $1 any size Coke.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hi, I'm Linda, and I am here because of severe chronic back pain. I have been seeing doctors after doctors. I've had back surgery, and I had enough. So I went to Dr. Scher. I am relieved. I am happy. My family and my husband are very happy that I had this done.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
This Halloween, we could all use a treat. The goblins, the grandpas, the robots, and the giant pancakes. Because this year, the best house on the block is the International House of Pancakes.
This weekend only, you get our best discount of the whole year. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale. And everyone gets an extra 30% off our already low Slumberland prices. Shop Saturday and Sunday, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Coming up on Friday, we'll be joined for Homeward Bound by the Forest County Humane Society.
All right, temperatures are cooling off, Megan, as temperatures will be in the middle to upper 40s for a few days, so maybe a small warm-up on the way next week. More when you tune in.
Sports Watch 12 with Nate Myhawk starts now.
Last year, the Mosinee boys soccer team got hot at the right time and made it all the way to sectionals. But this year, they're coming into the playoffs on a mission. And they were taking on the Shawano Hawks to open up postseason play. Mosinee fell behind early, but they were looking for the equalizer before the half. Jagerdine dribbled through what felt like half the Shawano defense, but he was denied on the doorstep of the goal. Shawano breathing a sigh of relief. They stay ahead by 1. And moments later, Torrin Olds gets a great rip on net, but a diving save keeps them off the scoreboard, and Mosinee enters the half down 1-0. But on the other side of the break, Mosinee with a chance off the free kick, and somehow, someway, this ball finds the back of the net. Mosinee ties it at 1. This game would go to overtime, where Mosinee would overcome the Shawano attack. They win by a final of 2-1. And what about the cream of the crop for the Great Northern? 1 seed Lakeland hosting Ashland, and the Ordockers were surprisingly tough in this game, tied 1-1 late in the second half. T-Birds looking for that go-ahead goal, and Chandler Saville, a great look. And in American football, that one's good from 30 yards out, but in soccer, it just remains a tie game. And moments later, Lakeland with the free kick. This is the guy you want taking it. Yaro Mishachin with a nice touch, but that ball is gobbled up, and you could just feel this Lakeland crowd ready to explode. And in the final minute, Mishachin going off the post and out. You've got to be kidding me. But luckily for the T-Birds, they would get the job done in overtime. They survived the upset scare and advanced to see Saturday. And of course, we had soccer action all over the Northwoods on Thursday. In Medford, a GNC battle as the Raiders hosted Rhinelander. These teams split the regular season series, but Medford gets the win when it matters most. The Raiders needed penalty kicks to beat Rhinelander, but they'll move on to face Lakeland Union. And finally, in Division 4, Regis traveling to play Three Lakes Phelps. Blue Jays keep the season alive with a 3-0 shutout win. Just a year ago, the Three Lakes Blue Jays fell 1 match shy at the volleyball state tournament, and now they're ranked as one of the best teams in Division 4 with some real expectations for a state title. Taking on Oneida Nation in their home gym, and in the second set, you better get used to this name. Mari Zeus with the misdirection. Blue Jays rolling in this one. And a little later, I'm not sure if I was watching Three Legs volleyball or reading some Greek mythology, because Zeus coming through again. Her spike falls just inside the line, and the route was on. Then Carmen Cornelia says, "Hey, Mari, that looks pretty fun. Do you mind if I join?" Sure, why not? The drop shot is good for the kill. Three Lakes rolls big. They sweep Oneida Nation in 3 sets. And taking a look at some other volleyball games, the Tomahawk Hatchets went to my hometown of Wapaka, but the Comets get the win 3-1. Also in Mosinee, the GNC champion just keeps on rolling. Mosinee downs Medford in straight sets. And finally, Suring fell victim to Leona Wabino. Rebels continue their march with a 3-0 win. The Bucks opened their season with a win over a team they took down in the playoffs just a few months ago. And I'm starting to sense a theme here, because Game 2 was more of the same. Milwaukee on the road in Miami. That's a team they swept back in round 1. The Bucks try to control the pace early. It's so fun to watch them rolling like this. Off the miss, Chris Middleton zips it to Pat Connaughton, but the wheels fell off rather quickly. The former Buck, PJ Tucker, coming up with the steal, gets it out to Jimmy Butler. That's just how this game would go. Miami wipes the floor with Milwaukee. The final score in this one, 137-95. But you know what, Justin? You can't win them all.
They actually struggled last year before they turned it on in the playoffs. Thank you, Nate. Today, FBI officials confirmed it was the remains of Brian Laundrie they found in a Florida nature reserve yesterday. We'll tell you what led to those findings and what police are saying about them now after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elco.
Welcome to Ripco Credit Union. Whether you've been a member for your whole life or are just stopping in to check us out, welcome is how you'll feel. We invite you to consider the value of being a member of your truly local credit union, and we'd love to welcome you as a member of our Ripco family. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Ripco Credit Union, an attitude of excellence since 1932. Federally insured by NCUA.
An attitude of excellence. Ripco Credit Union.
Boat owners, it's time to shrink it, store it, or trade it to American Marine and Motorsports and Honda Motors. Or keep using your boat this fall. Trade it to American Marine by November 30th and pay no storage or winterizing fees. Plus, on your new boat, get no payments, no interest until spring. Lowest prices guaranteed. Or just use our great rates and facilities to store your boat this winter. It's time to shrink it, store it, or trade it with Honda Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Have you ever looked up how much of an appliance is made in the U.S.?
At Maher Water Corporation, we use systems that are 90% made in the U.S. In fact, over 80% of the unit is made right here in the Midwest, and 75% of the entire unit is made right here in our beautiful state of Wisconsin. Combining the local made product with a local family company means money spent here stays here. So call us today to meet our Wisconsin-made family.
Saturday, October 23rd, the Wisconsin Department of Justice will be holding a free prescription drug take-back event. If you have unused or unwanted medications, ointments, patches, non-aerosol sprays, inhalers, vials, or pet medication, clean out your medicine cabinets. Don't let your old prescription fall into the wrong hands by disposing of unused or unwanted medications properly. For more information on locations and accepted items, go to doseofrealitywisconsin.gov. This information is brought to you by the Human Service Center of Forest, Vilas, and Oneida County.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
After a more than month-long search, today the FBI confirmed they have found Brian Laundrie's remains in a Florida nature area. Randy Kay has details.
The FBI identifying the human remains as Brian Laundrie after comparing dental records.
This is tragic.
One day after the remains of Brian Laundrie were found in a Southwest Florida reserve, investigators returned to further search the area today amid treacherous conditions.
We're talking about water levels up above almost the chest area, rattlesnakes, moccasins, alligators. You just can't walk up and look. It's not like you're searching a house or a car. These areas are huge and they're covered by water.
A source close to the investigation tells CNN the remains appear to have been there a while. Clothing believed to be Laundrie's was found as well. Laundrie, who had not been charged in the death of his fiancée, Gabby Petito, was last seen September 13th when he went hiking in the Carlton Nature Reserve, his family said. The remains found yesterday were in the Carlton Reserve, about a 45-minute walk from the park entrance. Officials say some personal belongings believed to be Laundrie's were also found by his father.
It's quite sad. You can imagine as a parent finding your son's belongings alongside some of the remains. And that's got to be heartbreaking, and I can tell you that they are heartbroken.
But there are questions about when and where the remains were found, including the circumstances of yesterday's search that involved his parents, Roberta and Chris Laundrie. The area had been underwater until recently and only reopened to the public yesterday.
As they went further in, Chris ventured off the trail into the woods. He was zigzagging in different areas. Law enforcement was doing the same thing. At some point, Chris locates what's called a dry bag. The dry bag is a white bag laying in the woods, I'll say 20 feet or so off the trail. According to Chris, it was in some bramble.
The personal items include a backpack and notebook, but so far the contents have not been revealed. Laundrie disappeared more than a month ago. Wednesday, the FBI called him a person of interest in the killing of Petito. On September 1st, Laundrie returned to his parents' home in Florida without Petito after their summer road trip. Her remains were later found in Wyoming. Her death ruled a homicide.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
With Cellcom, new and existing customers get the same great deals, both fair and clear. What's not clear is how to navigate a roundabout.
Wait for it. Now? I'm going now. Oh! I'm trying.
Okay, breathe and go.
We're in.
Navigating roundabouts? Unclear. Getting the same great deals whether you're a new or existing customer? Crystal clear. Cellcom. Clarity in a cloudy world.
Now how do we get out?
I'm getting dizzy.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other and for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stone shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Eligible customers get great offers from GM Financial Plus. No monthly payments for 120 days on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups and get $1,500 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
On Veterans Day, we take time out to thank the men and women who have served for our country. And coming up on this Veterans Day, we'll introduce you to Northwoods native and World War II veteran Howard Hetzel to take a look at his charmed life through 101 years of history.
Join the conversation when you're on the go. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date. Newswatch 12, from where you live.
All right, Nate and Justin, it's almost put up the Christmas tree weather outside right now with temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Look at these temperatures outside currently. It's looking good, right? If you like cold temperatures, we're hanging out in the 20s and 30s. Yeah, it's going to be a cool one tonight. I know it's kind of early, but
it gets much colder than this, obviously.
However, don't give me those looks. Here we go. Lots of cloud cover entering the picture right now. However, we'll get more of that in here tomorrow. No precipitation at all with this, with us, but it will keep things kind of cool and cloudy across the area tomorrow. But look at the 7-day. We're going to improve temperature-wise. So this is not normal. The average high is 53. We're not going to do that until probably Monday or Tuesday, with some rain on Monday afternoon.
It was 70 like a couple days ago.
Put up Christmas tree weather. What's wrong? It's like 2 months away.
After Thanksgiving.
It's going to be a brisk night for Blitz.
I think
Bundle
so.
up at the football game.
Gloves.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next.
No.